Hello guys, tonight it's Manchester United versus Wolves at the Molineux Stadium, so let's get into it. Let's cue that intro. Oh no, welcome back to the Matchday Live, and it's me Dan back again, and tonight I should say, Manchester United face Wolves at the Molineux Stadium. It's a midweek game. I don't know why we're playing on Thursday though, which is a bit different. I think it's because obviously there's there's loads of games on TV. That's why it got rearranged to Thursday anyway. So let's get into it. Let's talk about the team management. So let's talk about the team. So I think it will probably be the same team that beat Newport County at the weekend. Or on Monday. No, it was Sunday, wasn't it? At the weekend. So Onana will be back in net apparently. So with Varane, Martinez, Shaw, Delot, Molineux, Casemiro, Fernandes, Højlund, and Anthony. And let's play match. Let's talk about the last league result, which was a 2-2 draw against Spurs. And to be honest, I would have took that. At the beginning of the game, I didn't think we was going to win it, but we started really well actually. We got a goal through Højlund. It was Rashford on that left hand side, got inside the box, and Højlund just kind of nicked it from him, and Højlund just nicked it from it. Well, somehow it went to Højlund, and Højlund just used his power like a power shot, just smashed it into the top corner. Into the top corner, and it was a great goal from the young Danish striker. But yeah, it was a really good goal, and it was a really good finish. But then obviously we kind of sat back a bit, and then let Spurs get into the game, and it was what a finish. It was a Spurs goal that came next. To be honest, they had so many chances. They had corner after corner, and then it was a corner from Richarlison who scored the goal. So then that was 1-1. But then we got a goal through Rashford on that left-hand side. Yet again, cut inside. It somehow got to him, and he passed it into the net. It was like the last season, Rashford, that goal. But that was 2-1. So in the end, it finished 2-1 at half-time. But they did have a chance right before half-time. It was a header. It was a header, literally Romero from a corner, and the game's froze. Why is the game froze? Yeah, there we go. Romero. It was another corner, Spurs corner. God knows how many corners they had in that game. They must have had quite a few. But in the end, they did get a goal. In the end, it's literally straight after half time. They just got. I can't think who it was. I think it was Bentancur. He just kind of walked through, played a 1-2 with one of the Spurs players, and he went through and scored. Oh, we got the ball. And it was just poor defending from United. We just didn't really come out. And it literally was a good finish, but it was poor defending from United. So literally all second half was all Spurs, and it looked like they was going to get the winner. They just literally could not get past. But we had the most perfect opportunity, literally right before half time. McTominay with a great header. It was a great cross from Garnacho, and it was McTominay with a open goal, pretty much free header. All he had to do is put it in, and he headed it over the crossbar. So the game did finish 2-2 in the end, and it was a good. So obviously, then we had a mini midweek break, didn't we? A mini winter break, and then we had our first FA Cup game, where we faced Newport County at their stadium, and we started that game really well as well. We got goals from who scored in that one? I'm trying to think who scored in that one. It was Bruno Fernandes in the first 7 minutes, and then Kobe Mainu got his debut goal as well. So then that was 2-0, and then it was a bit of a wonder goal from them. It was a bit of a wonder. Yeah, it was a bit of a wonder goal from them to get back to 2-1 right before half time, and then literally same again like the Spurs game. Like the Spurs game, we just kind of switched off from the first half, and we let them get a cross in, and it was a good cross and it was a good finish. And yeah, it was 2-2, as simple as that. And I was thinking, oh my god, here we go again. You know, Spurs game over again. You know, they're going to have much of the ball. They're going to try and get the win. But in the end, unfortunately, it was unlucky for Newport because they did give us a good game. But it was Anthony. I think it was, who was it with the shot? I can't remember who it was. I think it was Luke Shaw, wasn't it? Luke Shaw came on and he did like a shot with his right foot, but it just hit the post, and it's a typical FIFA goal. That's all it was. It hit the post, went straight to Anthony, who put it in for his first goal in ages. So yeah, it was good to see Anthony get a goal. So then that was 3-2, and then in the end, like a couple of minutes later, 90th minute, you know, they were going all out attack, and we just got a counter attack on, and Hoyland somehow got I think it was Forson had a one-on-one chance with the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper saved it. It went straight back to Hoyland, and Hoyland got his first goal in the FA Cup. So yeah, in the 94th minute. But yeah, they were unlucky. So we are through to the next round of the FA Cup, and we will face either Bristol City or Forest, I think. And I think that's at the end of February. The next round, I think, is a midweek game in February when we play again. So, yeah, there's that. So, obviously, going on to this weekend. So, we had a draw and a win this. We've had a draw and a win this season, this year. So, we need another win, and it comes at a hard place to go at the moment, which is Wolves, where this guy is playing really well for them, Cunha, and the Wolves are a tough team to beat at the moment. They haven't lost in 7 games. They've drew a couple games, but it was they've literally won every single game. You know, obviously, okay, they at the weekend it was a bit I don't know if you saw that at the weekend. It's the Black Country Derby, West Brom versus Wolves. But yeah, it was one of them. It was, I think there was crowd trouble in that game, and that was quite, I don't know I'm guessing everyone saw it, but it was one of them where, there's crowd trouble. I think there's some Wolves fans in the West Brom. There's some Wolves fans in the West Brom end. In this, in the stadium or something, and then they kind of brawled out into a fight, and you don't want to see that in football, do you really? So, yeah, there we go. What else do we see? So obviously, they won at the weekend. I think they won. Really? What's that for? They drew against Brighton in their Premier League game as well. So yeah, they haven't lost in like 7 games. So. That's annoying. Right, which way is he going to go? Oh, well done, Onana. Actually, talking of Onana, what a poor Africa Cup of Nations he's had. Oh, my God. How bad was he in the Africa Cup of Nations? The amount of poor saves he didn't make. Oh my god! I was like, oh my god, can we please keep Bayindir in the net for the next game? But I think Eric Ten Hag will put him straight back in. I think, to be honest, I think Bayindir did well for his first game. Obviously, he was a bit nervous. He made some good saves. I think he made like really good save in the Newport game. He made some really good catches as well, which we don't see from Onana. The crosses that come in, and he actually comes in and gets the goal. Collects the ball, and we haven't seen that from Onana. So it would be nice if Onana can do that instead of Bayindir. But I thought he played well, even though they conceded 2 goals. But okay, one of them was a wonder goal, and the other one he couldn't really stop. It was just poor defending. But yeah, he didn't do too badly in the end, and obviously. We are still in the transfer market. It doesn't look like United are going to be signing anyone. Quite a few players have gone out on loan, like Hannibal, Van der Beek. I think Pelistri is going out to Granada. I think. I think there's a couple of loans that are going out, and obviously one guy we have to talk about is Rashford. I think it's coming to the point where you know it has what's his name, Sancho, robbed off on Rashford. Apparently, last week he went to Ireland to see a former Man United player, and he went out on a night out in Belfast or something, and he came back. He didn't come back in the. He didn't come back in the. He didn't come back to training the next day, did he, or something? It was a bit poor from Rashford, and apparently, he's been penalised, and he's been fined 2 weeks' wages, which is good, and I think he should learn his lesson from that. And I would be very surprised if he starts tonight against Wolves. That's why I didn't put him into the team. But yeah, it's a bit poor from Rashford, and I'm a bit worried because obviously Rashford, I could see him. If he does it again, I could see him going in the summer, which we don't want, obviously. But anyway, we've won this game 2-1. And obviously, it's going to be a tough game from United. I wouldn't be surprised if United lost this game because obviously we won the game at the weekend. I wouldn't be surprised if we've lost this game. But we do have players back like Casemiro and Lisandro Martinez, so you never know. It might be a hard game for Wolves. It might be we just got to watch out for that counter-attack from Wolves. That's pretty much it, really. So if we watch out for that, and that should be fine. If United can nick a victory, I think we did nick a victory last season, if I remember, because I remember Rashford scoring. But score prediction, do you know what? I'll take a draw against Wolves, like a 1-1. I'm going to go for my score prediction. I can't see United winning at the moment, because we only just got past Newport County. So, yeah, there's that. So anyway, guys, that is going to be it for today. So please like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to leave your score prediction below. So right, guys, I'm going. Bye.